As we've come to recognize, there's an ongoing crisis in both public and higher education. Colleges and universities have been co-opted by the forces of neoliberalism, by a system of spiraling student debt, a system in which academic debate has been limited to narrow spheres of what is acceptable and funded, and further, a system that has created a culture of fear among faculty and a sense of their own disposability. As the respected scholar and friend of GCAS, Henry Giroux, puts it, quote, "At a time when market culture is aggressively colonizing everyday life and social forms lose their shape or disappear altogether, educational institutions seem to represent a reassuring permanence, a slowly changing bulwark in a landscape of rapidly dissolving critical public spheres. But public and higher education in the United States and elsewhere are increasingly losing their civic character and commitment to public life as they become more closely aligned with corporate power and military values. At the same time, critical knowledge is relegated to the dustbin of history, only retaining a vestige of support within impoverished and underfunded liberal arts programs that are themselves being downsized and marginalized within the larger institution." End of quote. To my mind, the emergence of alternative forms of higher education, and of GCAS in particular, represents a new and formidable bulwark against the corporatization of higher education, the implicit erosion of social values, and the insidious rise of fascism in the US and elsewhere, which grows on the basis of ignorance and fear. The ethos we are creating together at GCAS opposes fascism's ignorance and fear with open, critical knowledge and with the expansion of hope for a better world. My own experience with GCAS has been one of continual expansion, opening my awareness to new ideas and new ways of being in the world. Each of you, whom I have come to know at GCAS in the past 3 years, faculty, peers, supporters, and honored guests, have shown me novel means by which to explore the many facets of the critical issues we now must face. GCAS has shown me the possibility of what it looks like to flourish together.